Hi guys, I am so glad to welcome you today. I hope you're in high spirits and are ready to dive with me into our today's topic. Let me know in the comments if you can hear me well and if you are ready to start today's meeting. Let me introduce myself. My name is Maria and I am the customer manager at Stripo service. Stripo is easy to use email design platform which you can use without any knowledge of code editing as it has all possible drag and drop features. If you have any questions, feel free to contact the webinar chat. My colleague Valeria will answer you with pleasure. Also, don't hesitate to email us to support@stripo.email. I am delighted to welcome you to today's webinar. We will talk about possible trends for 2023 to quickly adapt to the rapidly changing reality of email marketing. I will be happy to show you all the available features you can use in Stripo editor to make your templates trendy and unique. Our webinar will be divided into two parts, marketing and design trends. I believe a lot of these trends can be used in holiday mailings. Let's take a look at St. Valentine's Day as an example. By the way, are you going to celebrate this holiday? Let me know in the webinar's chat. So let's start with choosing a suitable template and move forward to the first part of our webinar. Let's go to the Stripo's main site, and as you can see, I'm already logged in. That is why I have this tab with Open Editor. After that, I am redirected to the account itself, and here we can see two different tabs, email messages and templates. Here we should go to Prepared Templates, and we can see now the library of prepared templates created by Stripo's designers. Almost all of these templates are absolutely free, and if you have the paid plan, you can also have the premium templates. So let's select this season, Valentine's Day, select only this and choose the suitable template. I would like to choose this one. I will select it. And let's go to the first part of the webinar, which is email marketing trends. And the first point is responsive email design. Almost all of our clients nowadays are interested in providing their consumers with optimized mailings for mobile. I think the number will say more for these words. Our marketers have done some research for you. According to HubSpot, 41% of subscribers will open your email on mobile devices. Such excitement around mobile responsiveness is not surprising. Nowadays, it is a timeless trend that has already become a must-have for any campaign. So you can customize the mobile display to your taste. To help you with this, we recorded webinars on mobile adaptation and wrote several articles in Blog and Help Center. So, where you can find the blog and help center. We should log in into the account once again and have a look at it. What do we have in here? Let's wait a second for editor to for the account to appear, and you can see here on the bottom of the screen the blog, and here is the help center. Also, if you go to the Stripo's main site, you can find the blog here. So let's take a look at exactly how the Stripo editor will help you to set up a mobile view quickly and easily. Let's go to the template, and here in the first place you can use the two versions. You can use the desktop version on mobile, or you can use the adaptive version for mobile view. So you should go to Appearance, General Settings, and Responsive Design tab. Here, if you disable this function, you will get the same desktop version for desktop and for mobile. I would not like to advise you this because if you do it, so it won't be really comfortable for your client to read the really small text, and you won't be able to customize the mobile view. So you will get exactly the same desktop version but smaller. So if you enable this function, you will get two versions, one for desktop and one for mobile. As you can see, I have opened the preview. This is the preview function created by Stripo. So you can see two versions, the desktop and the mobile. As you can see, here is the desktop, and mobile is quite different, because we can see here one block above another one, and so on and so on. So the text size is also different, the bottom size, and so on. Okay, we will move forward to mobile formatting tab. What is this tab about? It is about the text size for different parts of the template, heading, and so on. Regarding the Stripo's layout, as you know, maybe Stripo has a table layout. What does it mean? There is the biggest part of the layout, which is stripe. There is a structure in each stripe. In structure, there are containers, and there are blocks in containers. You can find a list of blocks in content, blocks, and here you can find the list of blocks. You can drop any one of these blocks and use it as you wish. So you can set the size of text for different kind of stripes. For example, here you can see the header one. Here you can see the content. Also, we have the footer and the info area stripes. And you can set different text sizes for these stripes. What else? If you select the structure with 2 or more containers, as you can see, I have 2 containers in this structure, you can find here the responsive structure tab. What is this tab about? If you would like to have the adaptive version of the template, but one structure you would like to you would like this structure to stay like the desktop. So you can turn off the responsive structure, and let's do it for this structure. We will turn off it, and we will see that on the preview, this structure looks absolutely the same on desktop and on mobile. Just for mobile, it is smaller than we can see on the desktop. Also, we can turn it on, and after that we will see that one container, one block is above another one. So on the desktop view we can see block near other block, and here is block above another one. Also, if you have pictures in your template, please don't forget to turn on the responsive image tab. It is quite important to do, because if you don't do it, your mobile view can be broken. So you will get this scroll, you will get the broken template, and it is not required. So let's just turn on the responsive image. But if you have this kind of little logo, you can disable this function, because if we turn on this function and we go to the preview, we can see that this picture becomes really big to fit the screen. And if we turn off this function, but only for this small logo, because the size of this logo is quite small, we can see that it is tiny. It looks better if we turn off the responsiveness for this image separately. So I think that it is an interesting function, and if you have bigger images, my personal recommendation is always turn on the responsive image. Let's repeat. If you would like to have the same version for mobile and for the desktop, you should go to Appearance, General Settings, and disable the responsive design. If you would like to have 2 separate versions, you should enable it, and after that you can go to mobile formatting to set different settings for mobile. Also, you can set structure as responsive or not. You can go to each image, select each image, and turn on or off responsive image. Also, you can hide each element for desktop or for mobile, set some paddings for mobile. As you can see here, you can select the mobile version and turn on or off different paddings. You can set the alignment for mobile layout and so on. Okay, that's it with mobile adaptation. Let's go to the next part. The next part is called Build Stronger Connections between brand and user using personalization. According to the State of Personalization 2022 by Twyla segment, nearly 80% of business leaders say consumers spend more, 34% more on average, when the experience is personalized. Thus, it is quite difficult to devalue the impact of personalization on the profit of the business. Personalization can include very simple text and more complex and fascinating display conditions. This allows users to feel more attention and appreciation from the company. Thus, the client and the company build a more trusting relationship. From our part, Stripo provides the opportunity to add some match text and display conditions. But the first step is to contact your ESP to get the list of these tags. You can find the step-by-step instructions in Help Center. You should go to your account and you will find Help Center on the top of your screen. So you should know that it is such an easy thing to do, but the result is absolutely amazing. So the first step is to contact your ESP, the support of your service you are using for mailings. They will provide you with all the tags you can add to the editor. You will be able to check the correct operation of these tags after the mailing, so not earlier. You won't see any differences. You won't see the results in the editor. So your ESP, your email service provider, should recognize the tag and replace it with the real data at the time of sending. How could you add these tags to your template? There are two ways. For example, you can add the tag directly to the template. You can drop, for example, let it be block text, and here, while selecting the text block, you will get this tab on the top of the screen. So you can see here the merge text tab. As you can see, here is the different tags for MailChimp, as it is one of the most popular one. Stripo has already added these tags for you. This is one variant. You can just drop here the text, the merge tag. But first of all, you should add this tag. How these tags are added. You should go to your project settings. You can find your projects in here on the right corner of your screen, and I have clicked here on this icon, and here we can see a lot of different functions, but we need only one. We need merge tags function. Here I have enabled the MailChimp tags. Also, you can add your custom tags. Here you should provide the name and the value. Also, we have the function of custom text display. So if we turn it on, we will see only the names of the tags, and if we turn it off, we will get the values. So let's have a look. If we reload the page, we can drop the merge tag with the name. So we won't see the value, and what is the difference? If you have a lot of tags in your email, you will see only the names, and it is easier to navigate among them. So we should select the text, go to merge text, drop one of them, and we will see the name of this tag. Also, if you would like to have the value, to see the value itself, you should turn off this function, reload the page, and after that you will get the value. Regarding the second variant, is directly drop the not to drop, just to add here the merge tag as just a simple text. So you can do both. As you can see, here is the value we have dropped, and if we drop another one, we will see the value. So here is the subscriber profile link. As you can see, here are the values. So, to summarize, first things first, you should go to your email service provider and ask their support for the list of tags. After that, you will be able to add this text to the template directly or to the project settings. If you would like to use them often enough, or you just want to add these tags like for future mailings, you can do that. You can add them to the project settings in Merge Tags tab, and here if you click on Add Tag, you will be able to add this tag, or you can add them to the template directly as simple text. Okay, so I believe we have finished here. Oh, okay, sorry. We have the third part, which is use translation. Let's go to the use translation. So by making the mailings in English, you may limit its audience. The non-speaking audience uses online translation tools. Because of them, the content may be misunderstood. To avoid it, Stripo provides such a feature. Let's go back to the project settings, and here on the bottom of the screen we can see this function, localization in the editor. We should enable it, choose the default language, the additional languages, go back to your template, and we will find here the localization tab. Here is the English current version, the main message language. We can see here the additional language. Click on apply, and after that we can open the second version, which is a version in additional language, and we can see two opportunities to use the Google Translate or to use the vendor translate. We have the API integration, direct integration with Google Translator, so you are able to click on translate and all of the text from your template will be translated to the needed language. Also, if you are the big company with your own translators, you can set your own translations by using this feature. You should select the needed format, download the content, and after that you will get this file with some data. The ID is the number of block, the original text in English in my case, and here you can provide the translation. So let's just add the test text, save this file. We will go back to the editor and upload the translation now. So let's open it. Translation has been finished. Let's go back to localization, open the Dutch version of the template, and let's see if the text is translated. As you can see, here is the text with the test. So what does it mean? It means that the text was translated. The text was translated. So come again. If you would like to translate your template, you should go to your project settings, turn on localization in the editor, select the needed languages, and here you will be able to use Google Translator on the vendor translate if you are the big company with your own translators. Regarding the export, if you export the template with these translations, they will be automatically selected. I mean, all of these versions will be selected and they will be exported as the separate templates. I mean, you will get two exports in this case. I will get two exports because I will export English template and Dutch template. If you would like to select one of these, you can select only this, just only, click on only, and you will export only one template. Okay, let's move on to the email design trends. And the first trend is non-standard forms of pictures. In order to be able to influence the audience, sometimes it is necessary to step back and look from a different angle at what can be changed in already familiar things. For instance, the images. They can get the client's focus, arouse interest, and convey the message within seconds. Such things immediately attract attention. The easiest way to change this boring display of the template is to use non-standard forms of pictures or to use illustrations on a blank background. So let's go back to our template. I will remove and save the template. Okay, it is it is Dutch version. Let's open the English ones and let's have a look at it. As you can see, here we can see the angel on the blank background, and also at the right we can see the just simple picture with some clothes on it. So what do you think? Which one attracts more attention? Let's compare the left one and the right one. So I believe the answer is obvious, but please write your answers in the webinar's chat. It will be interesting to see if you think different. So we have a lot more pictures with a blank background here, with some interesting shapes. For example, here we can see some stars, some hearts. We can see here the text as the picture, and a lot of angels, a lot of different angels. Also, we have these hearts and stars in here, and so on. So this kind of animation attracts more attention. They are interested to see. Your client will stay in the template a little longer. So I would advise you to use more of this. Let's move on to the animation. Let's continue with the graphics. We can complicate the task a little and use the rollover effect. What does it mean? It means that the image will be displayed over another image on mouse hover. Such a thing will inspire your client to stay a bit longer in the email and enjoy staying in it a little longer. As an example, we can see here this man. We can hide here the promotional code under the image of this man with the big heart. Yeah, he's holding the big heart, and we can find here, we can hide the promotional code, and your client will find it in here. So on the hover, the client will be able to find this promotional code in an unexpected place. And this is the way to interest the client even more. So you should just add the picture, click on Rollover Effect, and add one more picture. Your client will look for another promotional code. They will try to click another images to find something new, something interesting. So I would advise you to use such a feature as Rollover Effect. It is quite simple to use. You should just enable the feature and upload one more picture on it. Let's move on to the next point. It is exclusive fonts. Everyone is focused on a minimalistic approach. Often clients reduce the amount of text as much as possible, but without it, there is absolutely no way to create an informative newsletter. To diversity the display of the email, I would advise you to use custom fonts, but please be kindly informed that not all the email clients support custom fonts. In this case, a similar standard font will be used instead. So where could you add these custom fonts? Go back to the project settings, and here you will find the font management with the standard fonts and non-standard fonts. You can just enable or disable them and edit them. Also, you can see the custom fonts tab with your own custom fonts. Here, to add the new one, you should click on Add Custom Font and provide such data as font name, font URL, and font family. So the font name is just a simple thing to add. Regarding the font URL, the URL must be delivered on the HTTPC protocol with a valid SSL certificate. So policy course must be enabled in the host to deliver the font files. So here you should provide the link to the working CSS file and also the fonts family. We will take a look at Google Fonts, as Google Fonts already provide web fonts that work in Builder and most email clients. So let's go to it. We can see here this site fonts.google.com, and let's take a look at fonts themselves. So here we can see a lot of different interesting fonts. You can select anything you want. For example, I would like to use this one. Let's go here to the styles of this font, and let's select, for example, the regular 400 font. Let's click on select regular 400, and it is added to the view selected families. So these are selected family. Here is the name of this font. Let's copy it and add it to the custom font, to add custom font tab. Here we can find the needed link to the CSS file. So here it is. We should copy it, and if you don't know what link you should add, just try to add it to the new tab, and you will see the CSS file. Here it is. So let's add it to the font URL as a font URL, and font family we can find here. CSS rules to specify families. We should select all of these, go back to project and connect. If the font is connected successfully, so you will see this pop-up with project has been updated successfully, and you will see a preview of this font. So let's go to the template. We will reload this template to see if the font was added, and if it was, we will see it in the list of available fonts. So let's just go to any text, and here we can see the fonts go to the top, and here it is. So I would like to advise you to use custom fonts, but if you use it and your email client doesn't support non-standard fonts, a similar standard font will be used instead. So please be informed about it. And some of email clients, they don't support it, so you will get not a custom font, but the standard font instead. Okay, let's move on to the next part. It is stylish lists. So this is a small but significant detail that will attract customers' attention. By customizing bullet lists, you can reveal the potential of your product, prove to your target market the validity of your offers, and support the topic. I must say that this type of code will not work in Gmail. So you should, there will be regular dots in the service, so you should check such types of codes for compatibility with different services. For example, you can do that with caniemail.com. You should, first of all, let's take a look at the code. We should go to the code editor. Here you will see the CSS file, CSS part. Let's go to the real end. And here we can see this type of code. We have provided here body, HTML body with font family, UL with paddings, and so on, so on. The most important part is this link to the image. And here you should be informed that you should provide the link in a real small size. So if you provide it in a bigger size, it will break the view. So let's copy this image, and I will show you how small it really is. So as you can see, it is really, really small. So please be kindly informed about it. You should provide a little picture, and if you drop a new block with the bullet list, you will get this, you won't get the gray dot in the editor, you will get automatically this type of icon. So let's just select the text and add the bullet list. Insert the bullet list, and here you can see that the text was added, and there is such an icon on the left of the text. Okay, so this is a quite interesting feature. So you can do that with some custom font, some custom code, and if you would like to use this code, please write us in the webinars chat. We will be happy to provide you such type of code. And the last but not the least, to write a catchy subject line using humor, personalization, and emoji. So many underestimate the importance of a catchy subject line, and using it, you may pass the main message of the whole email and contact the user directly using personalization. So when you convey the essence of the email, you make the customer experience more successful. Personalization in the title will help you to catch your client's attention and get them to open your emails. And what about emoji? Sometimes they attract attention and convey emotions better than words. Now I will show you how to add the subject line for your template. So let's go back to the template, and here you will get this tab with settings. Here you can provide the subject or title. I have provided you some of these subject lines, so let's go back to the template, and here is the subject line. Also, you can fill in with white space, so the subject line will be displayed only the subject line, nothing else. Okay, so the template was saved. I will click on the save once again, and let's send the test. So I will send the test to my personal email address. I will click on send, and here we should reload the inbox. Here is the test with the subject line, and we can see nothing more, only subject line. So guys, I believe that is it for today. We have discussed all of email marketing and email design trends. I hope you find this information useful, and I hope you will use some tips from this webinar. Maybe you will use the personalization, or maybe you will use the translation function, you will add some rollover effects, and you will use the responsive design for your templates. I hope you are well, you found this webinar interesting and useful. So thank you for all of your comments. Please contact us to our email address, contact us to live chat. We will be happy to help you and answer all of your questions. Bye guys, have a great day.